It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Denver Broncos. All that and more coming up next.
Just across I-25 from downtown Denver, the usual 76,000 fans have made their way to Philip Power Field at Mile High, the home of the Broncos. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from Denver. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
Ever since Derek Carr came into the league, Mike, he's been historically a very passionate and productive NFL quarterback. He has the arm that can make every throw, but sometimes it's that arm that gets him into trouble. So he's got to find a little balance, a happy medium between aggressiveness and recklessness, because when he's playing well, they have as good a shot to win games as anybody.
Carr going to look to throw right away. That'll be caught. It's Alvin Kamara. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Open man, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
They face second down and 7. Shaheed in motion. Now a second down throw from Carr. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Carr working out of the gun. To the goal line and in. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, Saints. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg, able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Blake Groupie comes on for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Saints will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense, set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds. This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get up beyond the 40 to the 41-yard line. Demario Davis there on the play. It's another run here for Williams. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Saints out on top. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here comes 3rd and 6. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the 1st down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
A 1st down throw for Nix.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On second down, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on third down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Williams.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
On 4th down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Saints offense and veteran Alvin Kamara set to take over once more. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle. Third and 9. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
The Saints lining up in punt formation. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. They bring a tight end in motion left. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Play action now. It's Nix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that Those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Carr. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. Carr now. Shaheed with the catch. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Second down, Carr. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On comes Blake Grupe for the PAT. It's up and good. The Saints move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Broncos offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Nix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
This one to the tight end, Trotman. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. He connects with Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing, Nix. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. So we hit halftime with the visiting Saints in front as we send you to Orlando to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the Halftime Report. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Smith to return it. Now an opening past the 30. Good return, but he pays the price at the end. Picked up and thrown down. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. It's Carl Granderson this time to make the tackle. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Saints offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line. So a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Carr. His pass taken in by Shaheed. This crowd hoping for a challenge, and they're going to get their wish. The red flag is on the field. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and it will remain a completed pass. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, Carr. That'll be caught downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. That one good for 26 yards.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Now a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
And he gets this up close to the 40. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Third and long. Here's Carr. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And it's complete. to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
On third down, here's Williams. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He's going to run it. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down. A gain there of 17. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Willie Gay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Carr working out of the gun. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to...
And he's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Group B now, on for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Saints will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Groupie to kick this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
2nd down. Nix. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start. And a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Nix. He'll air it out down the middle. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run. It's Kamara. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll go again here with Kamara. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Not much to work with there. He'll get down to about the 22. Here's a 2nd and 9. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.